I'm Ember. Thank you so much for being here. So today I'm here with a collective reading for you. So when you found it, it's meant for you. I literally have tried to do this reading over and over again, and I don't know what the block is, but I feel like there's some sort of block I'm experiencing. And I don't know if it's something you feel like you might be experiencing in some area of your life, but I feel like you've been working at this for a long time. There is a feeling of a cycle coming to an end and an open cycle too, but it feels like you're like in between both. So you may be experiencing sparks of new and then also closing out something, and it feels like there's a closing out of stories. Like there's stories within you that are dissolving that held you back. And so even if you're experiencing some type of block, I do feel like you are working towards fully being able to like remove whatever this is. And I do feel like it could be some type of mindset block, or there's some type of block that I feel like you've been trying to clear. And it could feel like an emotional block for some of you. And I feel like I kept seeing you go into the underworld, travel into the underworld, and then come back up for air. Like I kept seeing that transition. Like you kept doing it over and over again. Because I feel like there's something that you needed to see in a new way. And I saw the Hangman in reverse, which shows to me that you've gained some type of new awareness on where you're going and what you need to do to, I don't know, there's like a understanding of how to love yourself in a new way, or how to bring more peace into your life. I feel like you've been cultivating and having the intention to cultivate something new. Whether that be a new relationship, a new job. Again, I do feel like a new mindset. You've already been cultivating this new mindset, whatever mindset that is, but I do feel like that's helping you move from this old cycle into the new. It's almost like I feel like you're like, I keep getting this feeling of like, how do I know it's over? Or how do I know that like I've really done it? Or how do I know that like this is completing in the way, because healing takes time, and I do feel like you have completed something, but I don't know if the full picture has come into view. There's something about like not seeing the full picture of something yet, but it's coming. But I did feel like there was such an honoring of your guides. Like I feel like your guides were honoring like how hard you've worked, what you've put into this. I feel like you put in so much work and healing in just the last, I don't know how long it's been, but it feels significant. And I do feel like there's things that you're combining within you that, or even on outside of you, there's something that you're combining that you didn't combine before. There, again, like it feels like a new way of seeing or a new mindset. And again, I did want to say that you are right on time. My guides kept saying like this is important that they know that they are right on time. So if you feel like you are not on time for something, that's not the truth. Like there is, like, we have luck and right timing here, which I feel like is very auspicious for whatever you are wanting to move into. Because I feel like you may have been focused on the old for a long time and just like purging the old and just focusing on that. And now I'm seeing you there's like I feel like you have two directions you're looking in. I feel like you're still purging the old, but it feels like the end of the old is being purged. And then I'm also seeing you look to the new. So I'm seeing you have two perspectives, one looking at the old and one looking at the new. But I do feel like the new is starting to catch your attention more, because again, it's like a slow turning of going from the old into the new, like a slow transition that you've been maybe going through. And again, we have the new pearl here, which is like 1 grain of sand, which is just grinding this to create this new pearl. And you might have felt like you've been in a grinding process or a corrosion process, but I do feel like that corrosion process is coming to an end. And I saw a 6-pointed star. I don't know why I needed to say that, but there was something about needing to say something about a 6-pointed star. Okay, let's see what's going on. 6 of Wands. Yes. Okay, so there's something, it looks like you wanted to communicate something, because I saw Mercury. There's something that you need to communicate or say or move towards. It feels like some of you, it could just be moving towards, but I do feel like there's a pointedness about it being something you say. What's the 6 of Wands? It could be towards another person. So it looks like you have something you want to say towards somebody else, or someone else wants to say something to you, if it's not fitting that way. But I do feel like there's something you want to say. And it's taking a lot of strength to do this. There's some type of conversation it looks like you need to have to somebody. We have Leo energy coming out and Gemini. And it's something that's your wish fulfillment. Yes, I'm getting it so strongly. You want to have a win with someone, you want to communicate something to someone, you want something to go a certain way, like a relationship to move in a certain way, but it is taking there's something about pulling from like your reserves to do this. But it's something you really want. Like this would be something that you feel so called to doing, something that would be emotionally fulfilling. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Then we have 5 of Cups. Interesting. It looks like you're still dealing with some type of sadness. This could be from the old cycle. I'm seeing you look at the old cycle still, and also just look at this new pearl. Like, see, the 5 of Cups is like right on this new pearl. It's like looking at how hard you've had to work to get to this place has been that feels like it's just a little bit, I don't know, it feels like a dragging down of your energy, but I do feel like there is recognition too of like, I've had to work so hard to be here, and there is this strength that I'm feeling from you innately that I don't know, this last cycle could have just done a number on you is what I'm seeing, or you still may be feeling involved with this old cycle in some way and it's still there, but I can't help but feel that it's dissipating. I feel like it's leaving you. And lack of seeing looks like the old way that you used to see things through is dying. Like the old mirror, the old glass. Like you're not seeing yourself in the same way. 5 of Cups. Some of you maybe, let me see. Hold on. What's this King of Swords really quick? Wow. So it looks like some of you are seeing, you have 2 6 of Wands. Some of you are seeing how either you've had a figure around, a person around you that has really, hurt you in some way, or you are seeing how you've hurt yourself in some way. There's something about coldness and like a lack of, and like not like a coldness and a criticism, that I'm seeing that you've been dealing with either internally or externally or both. So some of you could have had a person that was like emulating this to you, and others of you just might have been experiencing this energy within you where you feel like you've been really critical of yourself, or you feel like you've been really hard on yourself, or you feel like you haven't been allowing yourself to move in the way that you want. But the seeing of this and the feeling of this has been a win. Like I see you've done a lot of work on either working on this critical voice within you, or working on this critical voice within you and also working on setting boundaries with people that are being critical towards you or that are not aligned with your past. I'm seeing you like do a lot of work on seeing yourself clearly, and also doing a lot of work on not trying to make others see you if they're not wanting to see you. Like if they're not willing to see you as you are, I'm seeing you like push those energies away from you and start protecting yourself a lot. I'm seeing a strong amount of protection. But I also, again, I can't get over this feeling of like you're doing this for yourself too. Like there may have been a critical voice that you gained from a long time ago that you are slowly releasing. Yes, and it's through self-love. Like this is the win. The win is that you have been seeing yourself through self-love, like purposely giving yourself a positive narrative, purposely like making sure that like if you're starting to feel this criticalness come up in you or see this criticalness in you, and the voices that are saying critical things, you are no longer giving energy to those voices. And I'm seeing you again give energy towards like showing up for yourself, creating peace for yourself, even your environment. I'm seeing you clear your environment out, and again this feels like clearing out old energy within you that was even listening to like this criticalness, again either outside of you or in you or both. This is huge. This is such a big win. You may not feel this though. I'm getting like this, I don't know, I'm getting this feeling of like you may not be feeling like this, I don't know, completely. The Hermit. So we have Virgo energy coming out. 9 of Swords. You've been looking into your fears and your deep regrets and your deep sadness and where those come from. And I'm seeing you go to the root cause of where those things have come from and really turn. I'm seeing you turn it around. Like I'm seeing you like look at like either a memory or a voice in your head or the past in some way, and I'm seeing you turn it So I'm seeing you like look at all the shades of it instead of just seeing one side. Again, it's very interesting the way it's coming through, but I am seeing you tackle your fears in a new way by looking at the past and turning it over and choosing to see it in a new way. And then I'm seeing the whole thing light up and like it's changing form, like it's changing form in front of my eyes. So this would, again, whatever you're doing to confront this part of you that is, I'm trying to figure out how to say this right, because it feels like a voice from the past. Like it doesn't feel like your voice. I just can't get over it. It feels like you adopted a voice within you that was from the past, and you are confronting that voice and seeing where it originated from and why it originated from there in the first place. And you're looking at it, and by seeing, it's like by creating awareness to this part of you, that's bringing light and that's healing it within you. And it's like, yes, Ace of Swords, you're seeing the truth. It's like wherever this voice came from, you're seeing that there was lack of truth to it. The criticalness, the being hard on yourself, the not being able to move in the way that you want. You're seeing the truth of what this voice actually was and why it's there. And that's helping you move forward. And we have 2 aces, which means there's some, again, I do feel like you're moving into a new beginning with something or somebody. You're seeing the truth of the devil. Oh my gosh, this is so big. I can't. And we have strength here, so you're beating the devil. The devil is an energy within us that is negative coping mechanisms. It's where we're really reaching for something we need, but it's coming in a form that is not the thing we actually need. It looks like the thing we need, but it's not. So every time we go to it, it gives us temporary relief, but then it doesn't actually, like, long term, it actually hurts us more than it helps us. And so I'm seeing you see either there was a cycle that you were dealing with where you were dealing with like a devil cycle where you had a behavior that was something that you just like a pattern that you just like could not beat no matter what you did. Like you tried every way to get out of it and you just couldn't. And I see, and the way to get out of the devil is by creating awareness around the pattern, of course, but it's also creating love and seeing where the pattern originates from. Again, I'm seeing you go back to the root cause and seeing where this devil originated from, because it really does originate from pain, and it originates from fear. And usually it's pain and fear that we didn't feel, I believe, that we didn't feel in the past, that I'm hearing my guide say that's a way that it can manifest from stuck energy in the body, or stuck energy that wasn't able to move, like really intense emotions from something that happened to you that like gets stuck there. And then I'm seeing you like clear out. I'm seeing, so interesting, I'm seeing there's like cobwebs, right? And it's in you, and then I'm seeing like the stuck energy in you, and I'm seeing you like move through the cobwebs and clear the cobwebs out, and then you get to the stuck energy, and I'm seeing again there's that turning over of like the story, because this would like usually, I don't know what, okay, I'm just gonna go with what I'm saying. Usually when we have stuck energy that's not felt, especially as children, we can create a story around what it means. And I'm seeing you realize the story that you've been telling yourself is not true. And I'm seeing you turn it around. And again, bringing awareness, which brings light, which completely heals this. And I'm seeing you heal a deep wound. And I'm seeing you do this for a long time. I'm seeing you work at this, like a little at a time, like chipping away at this, this energy. And, again, it feels like there was a story that needed to dissolve around whatever this was. And it was like either a story of, I'm not good enough, or I deserve this, or this is the way I'm supposed to be, or this is how I'm supposed to be, like do things, or this is the way I'm supposed to think, or this is where my past was supposed to, anything like that. That is, I'm seeing you like get to know yourself in a brand new way. And it feels like it doesn't have to be all the way, but it does feel like a very significant part of your life. I'm seeing you understand and come to a new awareness around it. And it's through this act of self-love and this you're continually coming back to center. You're continually like seeing the voices in your head and not listening to them. You're continually going to the root cause. You're feeling emotions. You're feeling them as they come up. It's like I'm seeing you have figured out something really, really, really important. And again, this is helping you the truth will always be the devil, because the truth is the sun, and the sun is light. And that's why Leo always beats the devil, because Leo is the sun, and the sun is light and truth always cracks the devil, because you see it for like you see it as it is, what it actually is. And I'm seeing you see something in you or from the past as it actually is, and I'm seeing that completely. I'm seeing a timeline like completely straighten out. So like this would have been a block in your timeline. This would have been stopping you from going after something you want. This would be, you still could be like clearing this out. So if you're still feeling like a block of like not being able to move the way you want, I'm seeing it still being cleared out. Again, healing takes time. So like I'm seeing you go to the wound. I'm seeing you bring light and love and air. Like I'm seeing air be brought to the wound, and I'm seeing it slowly healing. And so again, it's like it's still clearing, and also there's an echo of it. So if you're still dealing with like a block and not being able to move exactly the way you want, I am seeing it clear out. So I am seeing that there is something that it looks like you really want to grab hold of, and I'm seeing that the devil might be blocking it a little bit, but I'm also seeing you like see the truth of it and like there's something about barreling through. But I don't know, it's not barreling through as in like you're forcing anything. It feels like a opening of the energy finally in a way that you need. But again, I don't know if you're experiencing this yet, or experiencing it to the extent of like where you would feel like you could freely move. Some of you are, but some of you might not be. Okay. Is there any advice? Okay, I want to see, actually, can I see what this devil is really quick? Justice in reverse. Wow. This would have felt so imbalanced to you, whatever this was. This would have felt, this devil that you had, that you were dealing with, would have thrown you off kilter. I'm seeing in some way, in a big way. It would have, I don't know, it could have been externally, it could have just been internally. For some of you, it's just internally threw you off. Like you couldn't feel completely like centered. Like there would always be like a tension or something that you were experiencing, but it would have felt big enough that you would have had to tackle it, or you would have just been living in this consistent friction. And some for others of you, it feels like externally too, there could have been a situation that you were dealing with that was extremely imbalanced. I'm talking like way off balance, to where you would have been giving to it and being like, this is like throwing me off balance. This is not even helping me. This is like hurting me. And it would have been a stark contrast of like the imbalance. It would have been stark. You would have been experiencing as like intensely not balanced. But I feel like that it, like helped you in some way get like it helped you realize it. It helped you like move through it in some way. Okay. I want to see the advice. What's the advice you have right now, spirit guides, for this? The Hierophant. Okay. We have Taurus energy coming through. Interesting, because I think Chiron just went into Taurus. And that's definitely affecting all of us. So any wounding you have around materialism, any wounding you have around your body, even any wounding you have around safety and stability, any wounding you have around showing up in any way where you have to be like a leader, or this would be bringing wounds up around having to show up in a certain way no matter what. So it looks like the advice is hold on, what's the advice with Taurus and Ace of Wands? So I'm just saying, if your wounding's coming up around that, it's very like, look up Chiron and Taurus and you'll see the wounding that is coming out around that, or what type of wounding I'm talking about. Judgment. Hold on. Tower, Judgment. Okay. The Sun. What is it? Is the advice to just see the tower? What's the advice though? I don't get it. There's a tower. Okay, so the tower. Okay, so Spirit is saying, what are you saying here, Spirit? It looks like you're still figuring out how to make a judgment call on something. But you're seeing this like completely, like you have to make a judgment call on something, but I don't know if you've made it yet, because you're still breaking something down. It looks like there's a restructuring going on internally in your beliefs, and there's truth being brought to your beliefs that you're already doing. But I don't know, it looks like the advice is just saying keep working on bringing light and truth to the places in your life that are crumbling and need to crumble, or even your belief systems that need to crumble. I'm getting Taurus right now for this is like your belief systems. There's something, again, there's a deep restructuring going on around your belief systems. And so I feel like the advice here is to just keep doing that, but also the advice is to not judge everything that's happening. Like, not everything has fallen that needs to fall yet, and so you don't have a clear picture completely of like what's going to be happening. And I feel like it's like, I feel like I already feel like you're letting go of like the timing thing though, but maybe some of you are not, but there's like a need to surrender to like letting things just fall and go as they may. Like, this is just, I don't know, what is that what you want me to say? Hold on. Yes, okay, so Spirit's saying that you're going to be able to move forward in the way that you want. Things are still being broken down. Things are still ironing themselves out. I'm seeing like the dust hasn't cleared yet. So you're not able to like completely either make a move that you want or make a total judgment call in the way that you want, but it's coming. And so I feel like Spirit, it feels like there's like this weird capsule that's holding you. I don't know what that is about, but it looks like there's a capsule that's I'm seeing a capsule that's holding you in time right now, in space for some reason. Like maybe you're thinking that you have a block in moving forward, but I'm seeing Spirit hold you in place. Like, I literally genuinely am seeing Spirit hold you hold you somewhere. Like, you're not allowed to move yet. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know. There's something interesting going on about that. Why would you do that though, Spirit guys? Why would you have them in a holding pattern? Why? Because there's still some type of conflict that's being resolved, it looks like. It's like I don't know. It's like you're not allowed to take something with you. Like, you have to let something go still. It's still being woven. I'm seeing it, like the lines, like I'm seeing weaving and lines being straightened. Something's still being ironed out is what I'm seeing Spirit say. Like, there's something, I don't know. There's some type of conflict that's still ironing out. It looks like. Is that what you want me to, I feel like that's it. Yeah. It's like there's awareness of what needs to come down. There's awareness that it's coming down already. There's an awareness that you're working really hard at making sure that you're seeing everything clearly and making sure that you're going to make a judgment call in the way that you need, in the time that you need. And it looks like you're going to be able to move forward, but there again, I feel like there's some type of holding pattern. What's this 5 of Wands? 5 of Wands and Queen of Swords. It looks like Queen of Swords. I can't help it. It just feels like there's something that's being worked out. That there's like a protection that's being placed around you. Because it looks like there's some sort of collaboration that's still ongoing that's being ironed out. There's a conflict that's being ironed out in some way, and there's like a holding pattern that you may be experiencing. Okay. Is there anything else I need to tell them about this? There's something you need to walk away from. Is that what it is? It's, of course. You're still in the process of walking away from a mindset, a belief, and it's still in the process of, I'm seeing deconstructing, like literally coming down. Again, that tower, I just feel like stuff is still coming down right now. And I feel like there's something that you're still in the process of walking away from that can't come with you in the next cycle. And I don't know, it'll be different for all of you, but it's something that is not going to live in the next cycle anyways. Even if you wanted to bring it with you, you couldn't. And so I'm seeing Spirit put you in a holding pattern, but you're still on time. Okay. Like, this holding pattern is, like, it's just meant to help you get ready. Like, it feels like you still are releasing something that needs to be released. You're releasing it though. Like, you already are. So I don't want you to feel like, okay, like, is there something new I need to release? Like, no, whatever you've been releasing is still it's still releasing. And so I'm seeing Spirit like put you here. You may also even unconsciously be putting yourself in a holding pattern. But either way, there is an ironing out that's still happening with your energy, and also an ironing out of like something you're still walking away from. And so because of that, it feels like until this is fully resolved, whatever you're walking away from, it looks like there's you can't like fully step into the new cycle the way you want to. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, is there anything I can do to help them? Like I keep getting the message from Spirit that you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing right. So just keep doing what you've been doing. Again, try not to let the mind with like what's going on with the time get to you. Like Spirit is saying, just surrender the time thing. Like surrender the feeling of like, I'm late, I'm never going to make it on time. What if something happens? Like surrender that, because it's not needed and it's not helping you in any way. Release and surrender to what's happening now and the time that it's going to take. And it is taking some time. That's okay. It's been taking some time, it looks like. And it's just still ironing out. And so I'm seeing you still iron something out to be able to fully and like in a very embodied way to be able to step in this new. And I do feel like you're already kind of stepping into the new. I just feel like there needs to be, I don't know, there's just something that Spirit is saying, like it needs to fully close out in a certain way that it hasn't completely yet. And so that may be kind of slowing things down, but that's okay. What do we do? What else do they need to do with the 8 of Cups? Is there anything else? Like how can I help them do that? Spirit saying just keep giving a little bit of energy every day, like every day to deconstructing this and to keep going. Yeah, it looks like you can't plan anything. That's what I'm saying. It looks like your plans are like you will be able to give in the way that you want to. It just looks like right now, like planning, I don't know why, it's just like not on the board. 2 of Wands in reverse. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, again, I do feel like there's something about needing to release something more fully. And it looks like some type of disappointment you're releasing around this last cycle and how it went. It looks like that's kind of still being, still being released. Okay. I want to get some, what do I want? What do I want, Spirit Guides? These ones? Like, don't fall. Those cards are going to fall. Okay. Like, you're trying to do it. Yes, it looks like you're still releasing disappointment from the last cycle. And something that you are still, some of you could be releasing like an external thing that you've worked on and that you've been working on, and also releasing the disappointment around it. And that's once you fully release this disappointment around this last cycle, it looks like that's when you're going to be able to move. But I am seeing you still like spend time on walking away and deconstructing this last cycle still. Time to go. Yeah. Some of you, again, need to walk away from something. Like, I can't help but see it. Like, you really need to walk away from something fully, it looks like. Which, again, it's not easy to get to Treasure Island. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So, okay, it's okay, though. Like, again, I keep feeling like you're like, am I going to be able to walk away from it? I am seeing you've been in the process of walking away from it. It's just, I think the final goodbye is what I'm hearing. The final goodbye. And it may have to do with something with like community for some of you, walking away from a community or somewhere that you felt tied to in some way or attached to. Some of you could be a job you're walking away from. But again, I think it's that final, it's like, it's some type of cycle that feels like never ending to you, that you are still closing out. But I'm seeing you, you're doing that right now. I'm seeing you already been working on it. And so Spirit's just saying, keep going, keep working at it. And you're gonna get there. It's just sometimes it takes a lot of time sometimes to walk away from places that we once felt attached to, and I'm seeing that that's still in the process of happening. So keep going. It's time to go. You're gonna walk away. I'm seeing it. You've been planning it. You've already been doing it, is what I'm seeing. Already been working at it. Okay, is there any other further advice you have for them? Happy, hold on. Are there any further advice? I'm seeing you be so close to jumping into this new cycle. Like, so close to just being like, okay, I'm fully done and jumping into this new cycle. I'm seeing you like, it's like, Spirit's like, come over here, come to the edge. It's okay. You're going to be held. I feel like there's just like one last string of fear that you're walking away from. One last string of a relationship you could be walking away from. One last string of disappointment that you're walking away from. One last story that you're walking away from that you used to tell yourself, or that you're still telling yourself and you're not investing in. There's again, it's like I'm seeing you are moving towards embodiment. It's just this, whatever you're walking away from has sticky ties. Like it's really sticky. I'm seeing it's been taking you a long time to even get comfortable with the idea of letting it go, and I'm seeing you've been working at letting it go. It's just have been taking a lot of time, because I feel like there's it's like it's tied to the past in some way, and it's tied to something subconscious. And so I'm seeing you work at that. It's just, that's why it's taking so long. And again, some of you are walking away from like breaking ancestral curses. Like this is you really like breaking a cycle of something that's been in your family for eons. Like that's why this feels so sticky. So, and I think you would know that. You would know that it would be tied to ancestral trauma. You would know that it would be tied to something old, something from the past, something from your subconscious. So give yourself grace as you move through this, because this is a lot. And I am seeing you like really just want to step into the new. And I totally get that. I think that there's just one string that you're walking away from, and you are doing that. So keep going. Okay. Okay, guys, I think that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time.